Hey, how you doing? Trader Joe's and Charlie on a soccer field, empty. Trees are blowing these little cotton type of puffs around. I don't know what they are, but there must be seeds or something. I started watching another channel on YouTube called The Essential Craftsman, and the guy, he's really cool guy. He's like a carpenter, a woodworker, metal worker. He makes knives. He does all kinds of cool stuff. And he has some pretty interesting content. And yesterday he uploaded a video about a type of work glove. I think it's called white ox or something like that. And what was interesting was, I think I was maybe like the 200th person to watch it. The guy got like pretty popular pretty quickly. And he's talking about these gloves, and they sounded so intriguing. I wanted to get a pair. And he mentioned that they were on Amazon, so I went on Amazon to look at the gloves while I was watching the video, and they only had like a dozen pair, and it was like $70 for like a dozen pair or something like that, or $80 or something like that. It was crazy. And I just I only wanted to get like 1 or 2 pairs just to try them out, because like the way he was describing them was so it seems such a good type of a glove to have. See, like I wear these cotton gloves, and these are pretty cheap. These are like, I get like 10 or 15 pairs for like $5 sometimes, and they're made from just string, and I wear them with him to do this because I need it for the grip, because he gets it all slobbery, the toy, and then I can't get a good grip on it, and I can't pull it out of his mouth if it's all slippery. So, plus it keeps my hands from getting dirty and everything. And if it's cold, it does give you a little bit of warmth. So, I always carry a few of these pairs. And, but, they're good. And I wash them almost every time I come home after playing with him. And like when I take a shower at night, I'll bring them in the shower with me, and I'll just suds them up, rinse them out in the shower, and then I just hang them up to dry, and then next day they're dry, and I take them out again, and I'll wear the same glove, like a month or so, washing them every day or two, and they hold up pretty good, and then if they do go bad, I'll throw them out because they're cheap. But the gloves that this guy was talking about, these are like knitted gloves. The gloves that he was showing were like these woven or something like that, and then it just looked like it would be really a good glove to have just for general working, for doing any kind of dirty work or work with abrasive materials and things like that. Sometimes I do, like with these chickens and stuff like that, and we have to get bales of hay, and I got to grab the straps that are holding the bales of hay and then drag them around, and they can really tear up your hands, especially if it's kind of like a wire or a rope, and then the hay is also kind of abrasive and sharp and stuff like that. And there's also, when we're throwing out plants, there's thorns and things like that. So these gloves this guy had looked like they were kind of good for a lot of that. And he was mentioning that a lot of people wear like leather gloves, and I guess I would wear leather gloves, or those kind of chore gloves that you see for kind of heavy and abrasive stuff. But he said that there was some disadvantages to the leather, and I don't know, I just figured I'd give them a shot, but I ain't spending that much money. I ain't spending $70 for 10 pairs of gloves. And the advantage to these types, to me, is that they're ambidextrous. So if I get 10 pairs of these, the left hand is also the right hand, and usually I have this hand no glove on it. That's what's holding the camera here. And so if I get 10 pairs, I'm really getting 20 gloves. And if these things last a month or so, you buy 10 pairs, it could last you over a year. And if it's for like $5 or $6, sometimes I get them in this Chinese store. It's well worth it. Of course, I've bought maybe 50, 60 pairs of these damn things. So I got a bunch of them sitting at home. I didn't bring any water for him today because we drove here. So he's probably going to get thirsty, but I have some water in the car. And I went to a store called REI. And, the kind of outfitters store, like for camping and hiking and running and biking and all that kind of stuff, outdoor sports. And I had a number of things I was going to buy. And I'm walking around the store, I'm picking up different items as I go, and then I go over by the register, and there's one guy in the register, and then there's like 5 people ahead of me, and I'm watching the guy at the register, and he, he's talking with the woman like really a long time, and asking her if she wants to get the credit card for the store, And the people around me are like, everyone's getting upset that it's taking so long just to make a purchase, and it really annoys me. Cause, you're walking around the store, and every aisle you go down, someone will come up to you, hey, can I help you? Can I help you? And all they want to do is they try to help you, but then you can't buy anything because it takes so long to buy something. So I ended up just leaving all the stuff that I was going to buy, and I walked out without buying anything. And it's really obnoxious. And I wish stores, they should train the people that they're at the registers that if they see the line is building up, to stop asking people if they want to get credit cards, or whatever, like the gift cards or whatever else these people try to hawk, extended warranties or whatever. Just try to get the line down. Get people out of there, because that is what brings in customers, is if you can get in and out of a store. To me, I hate when I go to like Walmart or something like that, and there's like 30 registers, and only 5 of them are open, and there's like 40 people at each, waiting in line at each register. I can't tell you how many times I've had a full cart full of stuff, and I see that, and I just leave the cart in the store and I walk out. Because I figure it's a punishment to them, because they now they have to put all that shit back, and maybe they eventually get the message to try to get people out of there quick. Because I hate spending my whole day. I'm working 6 days a week, basically, and I don't want to spend more time online to pay for stuff than I just spent shopping in the store. It bothers me, I'd rather be doing this or other stuff that I want to do. But I shouldn't be walking around for 45 minutes in the store, purchasing items, picking up items, putting in my cart, and then have to spend another 45 minutes on a line. I want to get out. I realize this video is kind of a rant. So because usually I don't drive when I come to this type of a field, but today I did, and I got my keychain here, which maybe I could talk about while we're waiting for Charlie to come back. So I have a Night Eyes S Beaner, number 4. And I clip this onto my belt loop or my belt or the collar of my shirt, whatever. On here I have, this is a tritium fob. It's got tritium in there, so that can glow for like 15 to 20 years. This is from a company called Illuminate Life. And you can't really buy these in the United States. You gotta kind of buy them like on eBay and they usually come from Europe because I guess tritium may be illegal. I don't know. I'm not sure why I can't buy it from a U.S. seller. Also on my keychain I have this thing. It's called an inchworm. I think I've shown that in a previous EDC video. I've had that for a number of years on there. I believe it's made of titanium. And it has increments on it. It's 3 inches long. And there's like thicker lines that are at 1 inch increments. Then there's like 1/8 inch secondary lines. I have this pen. This is made by I'm not sure. It might be an Inca pen. I'm not sure, but it's very good, and it has a Fisher Space Pen refill on the inside. I saw this thing on We All Juggle Knives channel, and they're a really good deal. It's a knife in the shape of a key. It's a razor blade in there, and it says cut zit, and you could advance it bit by bit all the way out. It goes back in. It's made of plastic, and it's like $2 or $3. This one happened to have some branding on it. I have this. I've had for a long time now. This is it's from Boker Plus. It's called the Boker Access Tool. It's got a bottle opener. It's got a carbide glass breaker tip on the end, in between these two rubber O-rings. Oxygen wrench. It's a pry bar. Nail puller, which I actually used this nail puller aspect of it to take a tick out of the dog. I just went along like that, and it came up onto that, so it came in handy. Newest edition on here. This is from Maritac, which is you get them from CountyCom. It's got a little tiny battery in there, rechargeable battery. It's pretty good. The only problem is it comes with like you have to disassemble it and then reassemble it with the battery inside it, and it connect micro USB into it to charge it up. Problem is if you're in a situation where you have nothing else, to charge it with, you can't just get a battery for that. So I don't use that as my primary EDC flashlight. I have another one in my pocket here, which I'll try to show in a second. I still have this. I've had this for many, many years, maybe 20 years or more. I've had this on there. It's from Swiss Tech. It says Utility. Sorry for these interruptions. I'm sorry for the jumpy quality of the video. Actually, I have all of my EDC on me. I still have this. I got this from Brigade Quartermasters, probably 25 years ago or so. I got this, and it's a tweezer and this little keeper. It's never fallen out. It's always there. Always works. I have no complaints against that. And the rest of the stuff is just my keys. EDC knife. This is the Paramilitary 2. I also have a tritium fob on here. Different company altogether, though. This way, if I ever lose this at night, I could find it by the glow of that little light on there. I have a CountyCom paracord, the gutted paracord lanyard on there. In my other pocket, clip to the pocket, I have this Leatherman Wave, the new version of it. It's got the black oxide coating on there. I think I mentioned this in another video. I really like this thing. I gotta pull this stuff down because now he wants to play. He sees I'm doing something. Here's my phone case. I had to get this because it's larger, because the phone's larger. It's also from Night Eyes. I love that clip. To me, this is the best clip you could ever get for a device or for a pouch, because you don't have to take your belt on and off to get this on, because the belt can slide under it, and then it comes back down, and the belt stays in there, and it can't come out because of that little shape. It's never gotten caught. You know, the shape of that is so perfect. I bet you could slide down a side of a mountain and this thing would still stay on your belt. And one thing I really like about it is the Velcro is really potent on there. I'm sorry for the camera shakiness. It's got a secondary pouch in here. So you have the sleeve. It's got like the main compartment for the phone, and then I have this piece of elastic webbing here, and then I have another compartment back here where I have this little pouch, and inside there I have like band-aids and some little flat tools and stuff like that I keep in there, and the phone goes in there. So I got like basically a mini toolkit in this pouch with the phone. So if I lost everything else, I still have something. I'll put that there. Let's see. I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but that's a radio tower, and that's a radio station over there. I still don't know what radio station that is. It's on a different street. This bit of braided wire has this special type of an attachment that can only be undone by pressing it in to the point that it turns into like a heart shape, and then it can pop apart. But there's no other way for it to come undone other than to get it into that shape, which is very, very almost impossible for it to naturally happen. And it's got a nice coating on it. You can see the shape on there. One end of this has like a rod with a ball in it, and it fits into this groove with a ball shape, so that little ball can fit into it. It enables you to keep a lot of things on there. Enables you to open it and close it pretty easily, and minimizes like the jangleness, so you don't get so much noise. on his leash, this leash is made by a company called Canine Cord. I don't even know if this is in frame. I can't see the camera. Okay, here we go. Canine Cord. And what this is these are mountain climbing ropes. And I guess when they have remnants, they turn them into dog leashes. And the way that they sew this together is so strong. I mean, this feels like a rock. I don't know how they did it, but it cannot get undone. And this is like the strongest. I've had this leash for years now. I've never had a problem with it. And it's lightweight. It's super, super tough. And on there, what I did was, I have this Nightcore flashlight on there. It's like USB chargeable. These things always pop out. I got this little tool on there, like a screwdriver, a bottle opener, little wrenches in there and stuff like that. I got another little micro S-beaner on there so that I could take it on and off. And what I did was I wrapped it with rubber bands so that it wouldn't jangle around. I'm having a hard time seeing this phone because of the light, the way the sun is hitting it. Once in a while when I walk around, I'll find these girls' hair bands, and they're really good, and they're pretty cheap though. I've seen them in the stores, so I guess you could buy them if you can't find them, but I find them a lot. And it's good for putting stuff together, and I guess that fabric that's around it keeps it from deteriorating quickly. So that's his leash. I prefer this style. I know there's other kinds that are out there, but I've tried all the other ones, and this style seems to work the best for me. He's a good boy. His collar, I had it made up on Etsy, and the person that makes it can embroider it, and I had them put his name on it and my phone number, so that if he ever gets loose or lost or something, somebody could call me with that alone. But in addition to that, on his collar I have a number of different IDs that they could contact me with also, in case that collar becomes unreadable. But of course now he's not near me, so I can't show you. I just noticed this red rubber band here. It's about to break. See that? So that's why I like redundancy. So I got this other one in the event this one breaks, which it will in a few seconds. All right, I got a feeling this is getting boring for a lot of people. So I wanted to thank you for watching. If you like this, let me know. Share, subscribe, like it, thumbs up it, whatever. I'll be trying to make more of these, and I'm still waiting for a mini tripod that I can get, that maybe I could just place on the ground, connect the phone to it, and be able to pan it around, and then be able to do hands-free. Because as it is, it's kind of hard to hold this. All right. Take it easy. Have a good day. Bye-bye.